Are you eating more with the strongman?
Loads more. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably at the moment sitting up around between 8,000 and 9,000 calories a day, which with a bodybuilder, when I'm like really close to getting on stage, I get as low as like 2,500.
I have heard from a little birdie that you can put it away.
I can eat quite a lot. Yeah.
I've heard. I mean, we know that Eddie can eat a lot, and apparently you're different.
I mean, yeah.
Have you got like you must have a crazy story where someone's, even if it seems normal to you what you're eating,
I don't
where someone's gone, how
I don't stop eating. Like it's when you're around the other strongmen, which this has happened quite a few times, and we're all eating together. When the other strongmen are saying to you, "Oh my God, you eat so much," you know it's bad.
Yeah. Give us an idea. What's a one sin you go to, like?
I mean, but I do the other day. I can't even remember what I had. I had a massive fry up, like huge one with like 3 sausages, hash browns, chips, eggs, bacon, beans. And then I finished all that. I mean, it was enormous, like one of these sort of almost challenge type ones.
Yeah.
And then I sat there and like 10 minutes later, I ordered 2 sausage baguettes as well because I was still hungry. And then we had to drove down to have a meeting somewhere, and it was literally like 10 minutes away. And then I'm like, I'll have a jacket potato with beans, and then I was still hungry, and then I had to stop and get a couple of sandwiches on the way to the gym. And it's like, so I don't, at the moment, I don't, if you said to me, how many times a day do you eat? Like when I'm bodybuilding, I'm very much like 7 times a day. It's very regimented. When I'm doing strongman, it's like, how many times do I eat a day? Well, I don't ever really stop.
Right.
I just graze all day. So it's never like one huge meal normally. I just don't really stop eating all day. It's like I'm constantly just having something. But yeah, it's I mean, like I've done a few eating challenges and stuff like that, and I've never failed. So
you've always won the eat.
Yeah. And there's actually a place near me that does one, and they had an ice cream dessert as a challenge. It was like this huge bowl like of ice cream, and it had all like curly whirlies and flakes and all sorts in it. And I'd already had like a double burger with chips, barbecue sauce, onion rings, some macaroni and cheese. So I'd already had all that, and then I was like, I'll do the ice cream challenge as well. And the waitress was like, "Are you sure? You've already had a lot of food." I'm like, "It'll be fine." And I had to eat it in 15 minutes. Well, it was fine. Like I ate it all, no problem. I mean, I was a little bit unwell afterwards, but the worst bit about it was the curly whirlies, because where they'd shoved them in the ice cream, they were like rock hard. Right. So I'm like biting into them, and I had like cuts all on the inside of my mouth as well, because towards the end, I'm like desperately trying to get it finished in the time frame. And yeah, all the curly whirlies where they'd gone rock hard and like sliced all the inside of my mouth. I was like, yeah, I won't be doing that again.
Mate, we love food. Food's everything for us. It's like the only thing that's never let me down. It's just don't really drink that much. Don't do drugs. Food is just love it. It's just
I mean, I'm sort of very much like that now. Like a night out for me, when I was younger, I used to drink a lot, and but now I'd quite happily just go for some nice food. I'm all about the eating.
So what happened? So when you started again, it was what, 2000?
It was 2016 Worlds I did.
Stopped 2000, then started 2016?
Yeah, so 2015 I actually worked on World's Strongest Man on the presenting team.
Right.
So I was still there even though I wasn't competing. And Malaysia, that was when I was like 200 odd kilos. So I'm like standing there presenting in this linen trousers and a like nylon polo shirt, which they gave me to wear. And I'm like so fat at the time. I mean, enormous. It's like 40 degrees. 98% humidity, and I'm just like pouring with sweat the whole time. I mean, there's some terrible photos of me out there when I'm wearing it. It's like I was sweating so bad my trousers were going see-through and all sorts. It was awful. I think I drank on the first day I drank 20 bottles of water, the 500 milliliter warehouse, and I literally didn't pee once all day because I was just sweating so much. And when I eventually did go, it was like, it almost looked like Coke. It was like brown, just where I'd been sweating so bad. But yeah, I got back from there. I was like, actually, my ex-missus was with me, and she was like quite heavily pregnant at the time. And it was kind of like, which one of us is suffering more? It's like, but mine's through choice and hers sort of isn't. But yeah, I sort of came back, and then 2016 went back to World's Strongest Man, and started competing again. And in that period, I had dropped quite a lot of weight. So I dropped a bit going into 2016 Worlds, and by then that was in Botswana. By the time I went to 2017 Worlds, I'd had a podium at Europe's again, so I was like sort of getting myself back in a good position in terms of like my level of competing. But I dropped by that point like 40 kilos. So I was down to like 160 kilos and
Weight.
yeah.